It was a crisp autumn morning in 2018 when Margaret Hargrove showed up at my doorstep, stopwatch in hand, waving what looked like an official document like it was her ticket to ruling the world. I'm Henry Caldwell, and I've lived in Willowbrook Lane, this cozy suburban spot tucked against thick woods, for over 2 decades. My late wife Clara and I built our pine cabin from scratch, pouring our sweat into every nail. But the real pride was the fence we'd engineered 15 years strong, a rugged mix of timber posts, reinforced wire, and thick bramble hedges. It wasn't much to look at, sure, but it kept out the nightmare lurking in those trees. A herd of feral hogs, massive beasts topping 300 pounds with tusks that could shred metal. Before that barrier, they'd wrecked yards, mauled dogs, and turned backyards into battlefields. After? Not a single breach in 15 years. Peace, pure and simple. Margaret, though she was the HOA queen bee, a slick realtor drowning in debt, desperate for fat commissions from flipping houses to urban elites. My eyesore fence was cramping her style, making her listing scream backwoods instead of luxury retreat. Mr. Caldwell, she sneered, clicking that timer. This fence violates updated code's fire hazard, easement encroachment. You've got 1 hour to start tearing it down, or it's $5,000 a day in fines. The permit she shoved at me gleamed with seals, but something felt off. I wasn't even in the HOA, and this thing protected the whole block. I fired off calls. County said they'd look into it in days. Cops shrugged at her paperwork. Wildlife folks suggested a report. Nothing stuck. By 9:30, her hired goon shady types in vests sliced through wires, yanked bushes, leaving hidden gaps that screamed vulnerability. I filmed it all, heart pounding, but stopping them meant jail. That night, my cameras caught it. A lone hog sniffing each breach, methodical, like a spy casing a joint. This wasn't random, it was intel gathering. I warned Margaret, but she laughed it off, posting selfies online about upgrading the neighborhood vibe. The next dawn, tension built like a storm. 3 young hogs probed the gaps under watchful eyes of bigger ones, coordinated, almost tactical. Then chaos hit Margaret's yard. A piglet tangled in her junk wire, squealing bloody murder. She rushed out, playing hero, but Mama Hog charged like thunder. Margaret scrambled onto her car, trapped for 20 agonizing minutes as the beast circled, tusks glinting. I grabbed noisemakers, drove it off. Clara would have wanted me to help, even her. This is what I meant, I growled as she shook. But stubborn as ever, she dismissed it. Freak accident. Neighbors split. The Ramirez couple, Maria and Carlos, sided with her for resale appeal. But Jack Riley, a one-armed vet from Iraq who welded in his garage, backed me hard. Seen tyrants before, this reeks of bully tactics. Reports trickled in. Trashed bins, prints by the playground, eerie grunts at night. Margaret called it overblown. But doubt crept in, especially when Robert Finley, a sharp retired attorney down the street, dissected her permit. Bogus seals, phony numbers, signed by a ghost employee. By day 3, Dr. Laura Benson, the state wildlife expert, emailed a bombshell after seeing my footage. Herds prepping for invasion, restore that fence now. Margaret spun it as biased hysteria, but her posts turned shrill, eyes dodging mine on walks. Tracks exploded, paths forming like invasion routes. Even Carlos admitted at the store, maybe you're onto something. Jack was already fortifying his place with steel. Sleepless nights followed. Cameras showed packs massing, eyes glowing purposeful. My last voicemail to Margaret. They're coming tomorrow. Silence. Friday erupted at sunrise, over 30 hogs in synchronized squads. One hit our lane, flipping trash like pros. Another raided gardens. The third claimed feeders. Mail halted. Buses rerouted. 911 swamped. Maria called frantic. Pigs blocking our door, kids are scared. But twisted blame flew my way. Carlos yelled, if you'd just complied, none of this. Others chimed, why fight? Prettier fence could have worked. Me, the villain for standing firm? Jack shut it down. He warned, you fools chase your equity dreams while ignoring reality. Then the peak. Margaret's big open house, streamed live by a tech buyer for his followers. Mid-tour, hogs barreled through gaps into her pristine yard. Screams, folks climbing tables, an old couple bowled over, the mogul chased by a tusked giant. Margaret? bolted inside, locked the door on her clients. "This isn't supposed to happen," she wailed, caught on cam. Video exploded 500K views fast, hog versus tyrant trending. Buyers bailed. The block became a no-go zone. Cars stranded, residents caged indoors under wildlife siege. Virality fueled the takedown. Net sleuths exposed her fakes via screenshots. Robert built an airtight case for the DA. Then Anna Whitaker, Margaret's ex-assistant, dropped recordings. "These idiots'll swallow any paper I wave." Wildlife. Hysteria aesthetics trumps safety. Community meeting boiled over. Robert revealed $450,000 siphoned from HOA funds for her luxuries. Outrage peaked. We booted her unanimously. Her press stunt? Hogs crashed it too, tools flying as she fled again. Anna played tapes live. Audits showed theft galore. Cops cuffed her mid-broadcast. Fraud, endangerment, conspiracy. Worldwide buzz hit. Memes, CNN spots on HOA rot and nature's revenge. Sentencing, 20 months, full payback, license yanked, 1,200 hours teaching eco-stewardship. Willowbrook healed. Robert led transparently. Jack designed sleek barriers. Wildlife corridors got funded. Values soared 18%, drawing eco-savvy buyers. I consulted nationwide. Margaret's prison notes showed cracks. Fear drove my greed. I ignored balance. Post-release in 2021, she begged to address us. Debate raged. Wounds fresh versus redemption. We allowed it. Humble, she owned the harm, detailed her eco-consulting saving communities, repayments early. Jack warned, prove it elsewhere. Mixed vibes lingered. Some forgave tentatively, others seethed. Today, Willowbrook's a model. Barriers blend beauty and safety, drawing tours. But whispers persist of shadows in the woods, justice in tusks. Was Margaret's change real, or just survival? Could HOA power ever be trusted again? Did those hogs really coordinate, or was it karma's hand? Drop your hottest takes below. Did she deserve redemption, or eternal exile? Like if nature's payback thrilled you, subscribe for more wild twists.